All right, let's do this. I restarted this beginning intro about 20 times already. I never know how to start these videos with just saying, "Hi, I'm back," or "Surprise." But I'm going to stop pushing the rewind button and just go ahead and do this. So, we're going to be working on a 20-ounce stubby today from Craft Haven. I've got some vinyl here. To me, it reminded me of an oil slick. And then I also bought some foil up there at the top from Artistic Painting Studio off of Etsy's where I buy it from. I'll link it in the info below. And to apply it, I'm just going to take some of this metal leaf adhesive that I bought from Hobby Lobby. I think it's used for like gold leafing, like to apply the gold foils. But I use it for my foils, and I did put too much on, so I have to take off the excess here. I thought it would take a lot more. I didn't. Actually, this stuff goes a long way. But I'm going to spread it as evenly as possible on top of the vinyl. And then I'm going to apply this. I wanted to keep this in to show you guys. I made a huge mistake. And because this was so transparent, I didn't know which side to put down, and I put down the wrong side. Oh, mistakes were made. I don't know if anybody's ever done a cup where it just fights you from the very beginning. It just does not want to be made. That was definitely this cup. There were so many things where there was an oops, and I'm like, just throw the cup away. Don't finish it. But anyways, so the pattern on this vinyl did change. That's because I made a mistake, so I had to start over. I just wanted to throw in my mistakes for everybody, for the whole world to see, because who doesn't love that? But once you put the foil with the right side down, which would be like the most shiny part, so pay attention with this stuff because it would be easy to make a mistake. Once you put it down, I go ahead and take my scraper there and I just put a lot of pressure on top of the foil to make sure that it's adhered to the glue and to the vinyl. Make sure before you even put your foil down, look, another mistake, it's still fighting me. Once you put your glue, let it sit and let it dry. It'll become clear. And then once it's clear and you're not showing any more white from the glue, then it's okay to put your foil down on top of that. So once I put the foil down, it really started to have that sheen of an oil slick on top of it. And I'm kind of looking at it, deciding, yeah, do I go for this? Do I love it? I ended up loving it. So I'll cut it down to size, and then I'll do the full wrap on top of the cup. You've all seen me do this. It's no surprise how I do this part. So I put it around the entire cup, and I'm really liking the way it looks. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply glitter only to the bottom of the cup. So this glitter is Magnolia from Glitter by Mama Boss. I'll link that also below. And then once the glitter is on the cup, I will put one coat of epoxy on top of the cup. So the cup right there has one coat of epoxy, and then I'll move on to my decals, and I'll be layering my vinyl and putting that on top of the cup. I do put my decal a little bit lower as opposed to right in the center because I know I want drips on top of this one. So the decals will go a little bit lower on it. And then I'll fill in some space because even though the vinyl was patterned, I kind of felt like it was a little bit, it just needed something to fill in the spaces. So I'll go ahead and fill in the spaces, and then I will put my hollow stripes, there it is, on to cover the seams of the cup, and then that'll be it as far as vinyl. So I'll wrap it in parchment paper. I'll press down to make sure the vinyl sticks to the cup. The design on the cup is done, so that gets 2 to 3 coats of epoxy on top of it, whatever it takes to make it smooth and perfect. That's the finished, and then we'll move on to drips. And I do use facet epoxy for all of my drips. So I'll mix my epoxy, make sure it's mixed, and then I'll add in my colorant, which for this one I used acrylic paint. And then I'll sit there and I'll stir it for a little bit. We all know facet can fast cure on you. So it takes a little bit of practice. I had one cup that I did so many drips on. It was just so goopy. I didn't even strip it. I just ended up throwing it away because I practiced my drips on it for so long. But I take my epoxy, put a little bit on my popsicle stick, and then I'll flip that popsicle stick over. I'll touch the rim of the cup, and I'll slide that popsicle stick on the rim just straight in to the cup so that the epoxy falls in one place. And then I'll just connect. So I'm kind of sliding it, and I'll just move over just a little bit along the cup to make sure that the drips are touching on top. And I'll start on the back of the cup, because these drips, it doesn't matter how far they fall or drip down. So I will start on the back of the cup and work my way around the entire cup till I get to the decal on the front. And once I get to the front, I just put less epoxy on the popsicle stick so that the drips won't fall as far on the cup. So once it gets to the decal, the drips aren't going to be as long, I guess I could say. Something happened on my Instagram page. I don't know who came for me, but somebody did and started reporting all my cups. So I have a new Instagram handle. My old Instagram, unfortunately, that I worked so hard for, would not be given back to me. I had to start all over. So I went from like 8K followers, which I know is not a lot to some people, but it was to me because I worked hard for them. I went from 8K and I had to start over, so now I think I got like 40 followers, which was so depressing. I got so frustrated. I was just, everything was gone. So if you used to follow me on Instagram, I'll put my Instagram handle at the end of the video so you guys can see my new one, if you'd like to follow me there. I told the ladies in my Facebook group and call it a pity follow. Feel sorry for me. If you can give me a pity follow. I had to start all over. All right, so let's see the reveal. Enough depressingness. I just wanted to get that out for everybody to know. And here it is, the finished product. See how there is one drip that touched no matter how hard I try, but still the longer drips are on the back of the cup and nothing really covered up that decal. All right, guys, I hope you have a good rest of your week. Here's the new Instagram handle. Bye-o.